We're spatchcocking a chicken today. Start by flipping them over so we're looking at the back. Get you a pair of kitchen shears and we're gonna go down each side of the backbone. Pretty as you please. Now we're gonna flip them back over, kick those thighs out, and almost like we're doing CPR on it. I like to pull one side out and mash it, and then pull the other side out and mash it. We want it to lay out nice and flat, just like that. Pat it dry as much as we can. Right back here by the bottom of the breast, start pulling up the skin. Very gently run our fingers up underneath there. Get as far up in there as you possibly can, but be careful not to puncture the skin. Now do the same thing over here on these thighs. I find it's easier just to run my middle finger all up in there. All right, in these two ramekins, I've got a half a stick of room temperature butter mashed up with the following seasonings, and I've got a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise stirred up with the same seasoning. Feel free to switch those seasonings up any way you want. You could very easily do a Cajun seasoning, you could do a lemon pepper, whatever you think sounds good. Now we're gonna run this butter all up underneath this skin. If you can't get it spread out evenly, don't worry about it. It's all gonna melt down in there. Make sure you get some over on those thighs too. Okay, now the mayonnaise is going all over the outside. If you got too much excess skin up here by the neck, just cut it off. Now take those wings and tuck them back behind the breast. That's gonna get set to the side. We're gonna come back to him in a minute. Get you a big heavy pan, a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. Got me a head of garlic and I just cut off the hairy end so it's open like that. I'm gonna use this and spread that oil all over the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna leave it flat side down right there in the middle. I got a yellow onion here. I just cut it up into quarters. We're gonna put that right around the garlic right there. I got a couple pounds of yellow potatoes here. I peeled them and just cut them up in big chunks. We're gonna toss these up with a little bit of olive oil, some salt, and some pepper. These are gonna go all the way around our onions and our garlic. I got a sprig of rosemary and some thyme, and I'm gonna put that right over the top of our onions and garlic. Now Big Bird's going right over the top. Flare those thighs out so you get all that skin nice and crispy. Try to make sure the legs and the wings are inside the pan. Our oven's on 425. We're gonna put this in on the middle rack. Cook it for an hour and 10 minutes to an hour and a half. Really just kind of depends on the size of your bird, on a lot of different factors. You're gonna wanna use a meat thermometer to check it. We want at least 165 at the thickest part. And if you start second guessing it, just Google it. There's all sorts of tables and charts and stuff that'll show you exactly how to make sure your bird is good to go. There you go, we just spatchcocked a chicken, sis. And look how pretty it is. All right, now we're gonna move him over to the cutting board and let it rest for a little while. Don't cut into it yet. These potatoes are going into a bowl. This garlic's probably a little too hot to handle, but I just wanna mash all those cloves out. They should be tender enough that they just fall apart. We're gonna put a few of those in with our potatoes. I got a half a cup of heavy cream and 2 tablespoons of butter here. Heated it up, and we're gonna pour it in with our potatoes. Now we're gonna mash them up. Let me show y'all this. Where's this been all my life? It folds down so it doesn't get caught in the drawer. You shouldn't need any more seasoning in these potatoes. They got all that good chicken fat on them. Damn. Let's whip up a little gravy right quick. My recipe calls for a tablespoon of butter in this pan, but honestly, we got plenty of fat from the chicken, so I think we're good. Put this pan over medium heat. When that's good and hot, we're gonna put in some flour. You want about equal parts fat and flour. So I'm gonna do a couple tablespoons. We're gonna cook this roux for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. Now we're gonna put in about a cup of chicken stock. And as you stir this and it heats up, it's gonna smooth out and you're gonna come up with a nice little gravy. Holy shit, that chicken's good. Y'all please do not ask me how to carve up a chicken because I suck at it. There's no wings on this plate because I ate them both. They were delicious. And here's our gravy to go with it. I don't own a gravy boat. Okay, y'all, this recipe start to finish is in the Sunday Best chapter of Keep It Simple Y'all Every Day. It's available for pre-order right now. I love the Sunday Best chapter because we're doing a whole lot of stuff just like this. Things that maybe intimidated you before, but we're demystifying all of it and walking through it step by step together. All right, y'all, come get you a piece of this chicken.